Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakama Kapash from Jim London, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashevachach Wadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hope for that preaching the truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video. You know, I missed all the turmoil that's going on in the world right now. You know, Esau looking to tighten his grip out of the chaos. You know, as it's part of his MO. Okay, one of his mottos is order out of chaos, order ab chaos. Okay, in the Latin, right? So, you know, all these events that are taking place in the world is only by that most heaven, the Heavenly Father's design. But Esau is being fooled in believing that he's running the show. So, you know, Esau got these things going off. So Esau can, bring around his NWO and tighten his grip on the peoples of the world. All right. So, and like I say, during the midst of all this chaos with the whole Palestine thing and the wars and rumors of wars, these protests that are going on, the shootings and all that crazy stuff that's going on, right? We had the main shooting a few days ago, right? And obviously they're going to talk about gun control and all this kind of stuff for you Americans out there, because you've got too many guns and crazy people got these guns and they need to be confiscated because you can't be trusted. Right? Which makes it easier for Esau to swoop on your ass, when he wants to roll out with his troops. All right, but still, like I said, you got the main shooting, right? So you got the whole Palestine protests globally, not just here, because yeah, it reminds me, these protests, you got the Hebrews like getting caught up in these things, man, with it, being where they shouldn't be. So obviously we're getting implicated in this shit as well. It gives Esau all these excuses, to come at us, man. Because they're coming for everybody, man. But you're gonna be targets. You're gonna be poster boys, so to speak, for reasons why Esau's doing this shit, right? Because here you got the UK, you got the Palestine protests out here. These men were calling for jihad and all kind of crazy shit, but the government stand is that these men are doing hate crimes and shit. So they got to bring in legislation, or they're talking about it, to where we go. Government orders extremism crackdown as ministers say some activists inciting hate. Now they've been saying that about us for a long time because we speak against this kingdom, right? So the thing is, if you speak against this kingdom, guess what? It's going to be regarded as hate speech, man. But obviously we're not here to invoke any kind of physical action, to do anything to anybody. All right, we talk about the Lord returning and fucking your shit up, man. Okay, and destroying all your kingdoms and you heathen and putting you into slavery. That's what we talk about. We ain't gonna go around doing that at this moment in time until the Lord returns. Okay, so you can call it what you want. Yeah, hate speech, hate crime, whatever, man. Inciting hate, call it whatever you want, man. But obviously, because of our message, we're gonna be caught up in that. Right, but right now they're using these Palestinians as a reason to do it. But like I said, you knucklehead Israelites out there, man, are getting yourselves caught up in this shit, man, when we ain't got no business in it. All right. Let's see. It was a particular one. So yeah, they're branding it as hate marches. Where's the legislation stuff? Government wants extremism crackdown as Met Force police chief says force will be ruthless at protests. They're they're looking to bear their fangs, man. They're ready to bare their teeth, right, and become that draconian state that the scriptures speak about. That's not what I want. Spake dragon. Right, Revelation 13 and 11 says, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. Right, and this represents your political parties, man. You got your left and your right, your blue and your reds, Labor, Tories, Democrats, Republicans, whatever, right? But both of them are of one mind, essentially, because they're of the same beast. They're the same, same ilk, man. It's Esau just playing the roles of good cop, bad cop, man. But the what's it, man? What's the word I'm looking for? Shit. They're both looking for the same outcome. They're trying to break you down to you to give up evidence and all that kind of shit, right? That's good cop, bad cop. That's all these political parties are, man. Right? But ultimately, it says this, and he spake as a dragon. These people are going to come with draconian laws, draconian legislations, and actions against the people, man, because the times we're coming into are going to be crazy, going to be terrible, going to be unruly, right? So they're going to have to enforce their rule, enforce their power. And that's why the man said, you're going to be ruthless, right? Martial law is something that's going to come, right? Eventually, right? So Michael Gove and Suella Braverman thought to be looking at tightening rules as 9 arrested at pro-Palestine demo in London. All right, so they're looking to tighten the rules. The head of Metropolitan Police has said his officers will be ruthless in policing and enforcing the law at protests, but it said there could only be prosecutions when the law is broken. Right, so they're gonna make sure, and this is what's stupid. prisons are all full up, right? Where are they gonna put these man? It's just gonna cause chaos, man. This is what this place is ultimately. It's just chaos. It's confusion. All right, and it's a big ball of confusion and chaos. Okay, but what does Esau intend to do with that chaos? Establish order. All right. I don't want that shit playing in the background, right? As it comes as Rishi Sunak's government is reviewing the definition of extremism in a move that could allow councils and police forces to cut off funding to charities and religious groups found to have aired hateful views. And this is why it's beautiful, right? Because we're not caught up by none of these things, man. We're not an organization like that. Guys that have guys like IUIC and ISUPK and all these types of dudes, right? They can have their funding cut. It means the government have a certain amount of control over them, right? We know this already, right? We brought this up many times. We're gonna have O's and apostles, right? They have to toe the line somewhere with the government, right? There ain't no strings on us, man. Is that a Pinocchio, a Pinocchio song? There ain't no strings on me. There ain't no strings on us, man. So the government ain't gonna be able to control us and what we say and what we do, where we go. They might have to put us in prison and shit like that, which they have done. But in terms of like trying to damage this movement, they can't. To prevent the movement, they can't do that. Right? So it says that it forces the cut off funding to charities and religious groups found to have aired hateful views. Oh well, don't be the devil. That's what it comes down to, right? On Saturday, 9 people were arrested in central London during a mainly peaceful protest, pro-Palestine demonstration, with at least 100,000 protesters calling for a ceasefire in Israel-Hamas war. And Netanyahu, he want the smoke, man. These men are calling for peace. This man's calling for war. Netanyahu is calling for war. Who's inciting hate now? But that ain't gonna happen to him. You know what I'm saying? He's about it's a time for peace and time for war, and the time for now is for war. This guy looking to kill as many as he can. But who's but this is the hypocrisy of it. Who's really the hateful one? The guys that are protesting. Some of them are saying hateful things. Okay, maybe. Or the guys that are killing people, like en masse. So who's more hateful? It's you devils, man. You Edomites, man. You're the most devilish and hateful of them all, right? So 7 of those were alleged public order offences, a number of which are being treated as hate crimes, while 2 are suspected of assault on officers. So Met Commissioner Sir Mark Rowley told Sky News, "We're going to be absolutely ruthless, and we have been, and you'll see many more arrests over the next week or so." These men are looking to get it in, man. He added that he would support a review into the legal definition of extremism and how it should be policed. So they want it to be harsher. Right? There's a scope to be much sharper in how we deal with extremism within this country. He said the law was never designed to deal with extremism. There's a lot to do with terrorism and hate crime, but we don't have a body of law that deals with extremism that is creating a gap right? And I guess the differences would be someone that does the theisms is someone that goes around doing like, you know, destructive things, right? And murking off people in it. But I guess that's what they the difference would be. And hate crime against a particular person, but not just to speak, right? Extremism, and that's where we the bracket we fall into, obviously, because of our views of this world and the scriptures, because the scriptures speak against this world and talk about its destruction. So we're just gonna fall. They're just gonna paint that broad brush and just label us, extremisms, and like they have been, man. But now they got more of a reason to do it, but stricter laws, right? So Living Up Secretary Michael Gove is understood to have ordered officials to draw up a new official definition of extremism in a move designed to counter hate, including anti-Sheminism, right? Separately, Home Secretary Suella Braverman is reportedly examining potential changes to terrorist legislation to expand some definitions in existing laws, right? So they're looking to crack down, man. And that's all you really need to understand, man, because they're just going to bag us in with guys like this. And, even though we're not out there doing no protests like this, because why? We don't need to. But some of you Israelite camps are out there for some reason. Whatever. But, they're just going to kind of just throw us in with the rest of these guys and, clamp down on us with ruthlessness, with draconianness, man. Right? That's what they're going to do. All right. This is Daniel chapter 7 verse 25, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. This guy's always changing laws, man. The thing about these scriptures, man, these laws are set in stone. They don't change. If it's not right today, it's not right tomorrow. If it's right today, it's right tomorrow. There's no gray areas in that, right? It's no longer not righteous or whatever the case. It doesn't change with the wind. You know what I'm saying? He's always changing laws, man. Upgrading laws. This is and think to change times and laws, and they should be given into his hand until a time and the dividing of time, right? So Esau is empowered, doing all these things and making these laws up as he goes along, right? Isaiah 10 verse 1 says, "Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness for which they have prescribed," right? The main purpose of this, man, is really just to stop the Israelites, essentially. These Palestinians are nobodies, man, right? And they're going to just try and crack down on us, try and put us in prison, because we're the real threat, even though we're not being threatening in most regards, right? We're just speaking the word of the Heavenly Father out here, man, and you're scared. You're still scared. You're scared to death, man. Especially you small hats, man. You're always scared to death. You're like Dumbo when they see mice, man. You fucking shitting himself. You small hats are scared to death, man. So if you're the rodents. You're scared to death, man. You're scared of the word of the Heavenly Father, right? But it's just a way for you to to implicate us in all of this, and have a reason to lock us up, because you will lock some of us up. Okay, you will have some little bit of joy in all of that, but you're not going to stop this word. You're not going to stop the fulfillment of prophecy. There's nothing you can do about that. It doesn't matter if we're off the street or on the street. It's still going to come to pass. Doesn't matter if you kill us or whatever. It's still going to come to pass. So this is what these devils are looking to do. All right. Let me see what else I have here. All right. So as well as this, you got the whole what's Iran gonna do going on? You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna bring the world into a wider conflict, like it's got here the Financial Times: America, Iran, and the threat of a wider war in the Middle East. Right. So what you're dealing with is the enemy within and the enemy without. There's enemies all around, and these law enforcers and these politicians, they're gonna bring in stricter laws to control all of this, man. Because obviously what they're saying, there's going to be increase in all these things ultimately. And it's true, because that's the time we're living in. You know, we're living in a time of wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, right? Brother against brother. We're in that time, man. It's all being, it's all bubbling, man. It's all boiling up right now. So because of all these threats, man, they're gonna get proper strict on the rules and the laws and stuff. Okay, and i.e. martial law and all that kind of stuff has to come into play. Has to come in. You know, it's just the time we're living in, man. Right? It's Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7 says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Right? So we're coming into the time of trouble, Jacob's trouble for the whole world. Right? The day that's coming is like no other. Right? So much chaos, so much violence. Okay? And like I said, Esau's gonna, bring in, these will be the reason why Esau brings in, all these law changes and the reason why he's got to be so ruthless, as the chief officer was saying, they're gonna be ruthless, right? And Revelation 12 and 12, let me just grab it. I can't think of it in my head straight off right now. What am I doing, man? Brain quite not working right now. Right. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12 says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath." Okay, you're going to come ruthlessly, having great wrath, because you know if he have but a short time. Okay, he's running out of time, and he's trying to, put all the pieces of his NWO together before the Lord turns up. That's what he's trying to do, right? So you're going to come with the force. Okay, he's going to speed things up. He's going to force it to happen. All right. This is Matthew 24, verse 6, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right. So we're on alert right now. We know like the time is coming. It's nearing. Right. So we're on high alert right now. Right. So for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Right. And you got all these divisions inside all these different kingdoms, because Esau's made he's made a melting pot out of all these. He's got all different creeds and nations inside his own countries and kingdoms, right? And there's all these divisions, man. So he's gonna be fighting inside it. Hence, you got the protests and stuff like that. All these different types of protests, right? Inside political protest, political divides and all kinds of things going on, throughout his whole kingdom, man. That's why this place is divided. Okay, it's not strong. His house is divided because of all of this. Right, so kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, man. And that's all coming upon the earth right now. So all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So like I said, we're going to be made a target out of all of this, man. Okay, they're gonna come for us as the worst thing to exist on the planet, like Vocab will tell you. We're the issue. We're the problem in the world. And you know what? It's the same thing. Because guess what? All these other nations that, the Israelites were in captivity under, whether it be Babylon, Persia, or whatever, right? They would always point the finger at us as a reason for their misfortune, or that we were evil or wicked or something, man. They wanted a scapegoat. They use us as a scapegoat, and they're going to do it again. Even though we ain't doing no damn thing to anybody on this planet right now, other than prophesying against them. But we're going to be told, we're going to be told that, or people are going to be told that, we're the most evil, we're the problems of the earth. People like us, right? It means we got rid of, or imprisoned, or whatever. Right? We're going to be used again as that scapegoat. All right. So there are many. Sorry. Yeah, verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another. Right now, not everyone's being offended. Everyone's offended. Okay, offended by this word, offended by each other. What all these differences, right? It says many shall be offended and shall betray one another, right? And shall hate one another. Hate is on the rise, right? Because it's part of prophecy. You know, so yeah, maybe your government's right. Maybe it is hate speech and hate crimes and all this kind of stuff, man. Because hate is what's being infested in this world, man. And a lot of it's to do with you and the things you've done in the earth, right? There ain't nothing wrong with hate. There's a time for hate, right? Time for love, a time for hate. There's a time for that, you know. Quoting, you know, taking a page out of Benjamin Netanyahu right there, right? Time for war, time for peace. There's time for hate too. Time for love, time for hate, right? And just because it's a time for hate, don't mean we have to physically do anything to nobody. Okay, but we hate our enemies, man, and you should do. But we're aware that we're supposed to wait upon the Lord for our Lord to destroy our enemies, to make our enemies our footstool and His footstool, right? That's what we're waiting for. But there ain't no room to hate. Hate righteously, man. You know, you could do that. But all these people are going to turn on one another, man. Even though they're supposed to be friends and you know they're supposed to have the same ideals and values and all this kind of shit, they're going to turn on each other anyway, because just to show that they're hypocrites. You know. So carry on, verse 11 says, many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, and because iniquity shall abound, because of wickedness, right, the love of many shall wax cold. That's what this world is going to turn, a dark, terrible, hateful place, right? And they're going to blame us for that. They're going to blame us, right? But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right, and that's what we got to do. We got to endure unto the end, and you know, through all of these things, and believe that the Lord Most High, Yahweh Shai, is going to protect us through all these things that are going to come upon the earth. All right. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right, like I said, you're gonna be, people are gonna come for us, or it'll be governments, or martial law troops or whatever, and just regular people. Okay, that hate us, man, and wanting to do something to us for a long time, but they didn't want to get in trouble. But guess what? In martial law, they ain't gonna worry about the police so much like that. So people, might try to make a attempt on our lives and that type of shit. Who knows, man? But a great insurrection is coming upon those that fear the Lord. That's true. And they should be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? And some of us you're gonna get, right? Some of us are gonna be beheaded in this thing. Some of us are gonna perish. And if that's our lot, whoever it is his lot, then we have to accept that. Okay, and praise the Lord, man, that we died in serving the Lord. Okay, and we're martyrs for Him. Just like Yahweh Shai, He martyred Himself for us, man. He gave Himself up. Gave Himself up as a sacrifice to save His people, man. So, that Scripture speaks about our bodies as a living sacrifice, which is our reasonable service, right? That's what it's gonna have to be. That's what we're gonna have to do. That's what's required of us. If that's what it is. Okay. It says, and for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So that scripture speaks about us being pilgrims on the earth, man. There's going to come a time where we're not going to be in the comfort of homes and whatever, man. We're going to be on the move. We're going to be going from place to place, looking for shelter or whatever, man. Because we're not going to be safe where we are. Right? Verse 73 says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, because they're going to endure all this craziness, man. All this tribulation, they're gonna endure. The elect are gonna endure it. So we have to have the mindset that we can endure this, man. That we will endure, Lord willing. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. And that's what we believe, man. Okay, that's what we believe. All right. It's Revelation chapter 2, verse 10 says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Okay, like I said, some of us are going to get grabbed up, man. It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right, so this is what it's going to result in, man. These rule changes, law changes, and that, and this harsher hand, this heavier hand, this draconian hand that they're going to place upon the people, man. Right? So there's already prophecy that this is going to happen. Okay, that's why it's, for us, it's just confirmation that, the prophecies at work here, man. They're coming to pass. Okay, these devils are gonna show their teeth more and more as time draws closer, because they have but a short time. Already earlier, he's coming through great wrath. So of course he's gonna do all of this. You know. In 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. We're seeing sedition now. And things are only going to get worse. Things are only going to get more violent, right? And invading one another, they should not regard the kings nor princes. They're not going to care about what Rishi Sunak has got to say, or the chief of police have got to say. What someone else is saying, they ain't going to care about all of that, man. Right? And the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of the pride of the cities because of their pride the cities shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right? We're going into dark times, man. Right? But it's all self-inflicted, man. This judgment that's come upon you is because this world is wicked and prideful. All of them. All these people out here. Right? The Lord's bringing judgment against them, right? So the man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? And all that's coming. This is Isaiah 19 verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor. Right? So they're going to turn on each other. These people are out here going to turn on each other, man. Right? Everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, infighting. Like I said, you got the issues going on outside, like, internationally, warring with these different countries and nations or whatever. But you're gonna have intra fighting, inside fighting, that you got to deal with too. You're gonna have problems on all sides, man. So you got people, like I said, you got the main, people like the crazy guy in the main shooting and that. You're gonna have people just shooting up places and whatever, man. You're gonna, want to crack down on all of this, man. And all these, like I said, all these are being used as excuses as to why they need to crack down. Okay? It said, the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to wizards. Right? So they're going to be looking to, find out what to do next. Next stage of the plan. All right, but I'm going to close out with this. This is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, right? If ye endure unto the end, your faith is intact, right? It says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land, right? From the time of tribulation, the perils, right? And we're going to be returned home, right? And within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. The elect were chosen from the beginning, before the earth was even created. Okay, a select group of spirits, right? A select world, which is an arrangement, a grouping. Okay, a certain group of spirits were chosen from the foundation before the foundation of the earth to be saved, to not suffer, the judgment as the rest of the people will do. Okay, and that is the elect of Israel. Okay, from of the Lord's holy people. Okay, the holy people, Israel, are those special spirits, those specific spirits, that grouping of spirits the Most High chose from the beginning. He put them in a nation. Okay, the nation of Israel. Okay, not these guys in the land of Israel today, but the true descendants that are scattered abroad into the four corners of the earth, man. Okay, the elect are out there. Okay, they're going to be gathered, right, and delivered from all this judgment. All right, and that's what we believe. We believe we're part of the elect. That's why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, and that the way out of this is through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, ain't there's some ignorant niggas out there, man, talking about fucking money and shit. They ain't gonna save you in the time of judgment, man. Okay, you're gonna be needing something that you ain't got, no money can afford. All right. But like I said, man, all these things that they're coming to pass, man, to clamp down and tighten their grip on the peoples and to really persecute us, man. So the time's coming, you know. So, you know, with that, Lord, when it's been edifying. So until next time, I say shalom.